Sorry about that. Um, but anyways, as I was saying, we go back to the counseling thing. Ed said, just let me deal with us for a few sessions, just because you don't comprehend things as they really are for us. Nothing's changed since then. You didn't. You embraced it a little bit back then, and in a short period of time, you did change. Um, Again, I've mentioned this several times. Ensuing 6 weeks, 2 months, whatever it was after that, push them to the best of our lives. And the point of the point I'm trying to make is that this goes way back. This goes back a long time. I think if I described it, you call it the shower line. You don't let the good stuff in. You only deal with the bad stuff. There's nothing that's changed as far as that goes. This most recent time, we went to see Ed, and it was the same thing. I'm going to put this out because of gravity. You confirm that. People can't deal with it. People that can't deal with it, you just shove them aside, which is exactly what you did to me. Um, you'll surround yourself with people that you hear that glorify you, and that's what you do. And that's, I don't know, it's so disheartening, because it really is. Because I know there's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person inside you, and I've seen that person. Um, there's an evil person inside you, and unfortunately, I've seen that person way too much. Just to continue where I was going. The fact of the matter is that over the years, you treated me like complete dogs. I told you, since 10 years ago, I was telling you that I'm your beating stick. That's all I ever been. Is someone for you to um, just let go on, to release all your anger. I've been that beating stick for you, the lightning rod, or whatever you want to call it. That's all I've ever been for you. Um, you know, and there's so many things. I put so much heart into so many different things for you, and you never ever appreciate it, because you see me as nothing but that. Just the place to exert your anger, to release your anger, to just beat up on you, and that's all. There's no argument. There really isn't. And, for you to even come anywhere close to insinuating that didn't affect me, then you really truly are fucking crazy. Because um, in fact, it still to this day affects me. And it's awful. I would, the things that you've done to me, I wouldn't do to you with a gun in my head. There's no fucking way. The shit that you've done to me. And and speaking of that, just to reiterate this whole cheating thing. Um, I exposed a little bit. I've got a lot more if I wanted to do it. But I'm not trying to destroy friendships. I'm not trying to destroy anybody. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I never was trying to hurt anybody. First and foremost, you. But again, I've taken such a beating. I just get like this started BirthDayPart because I started fighting back, and when I fight back from you, that's the worst fucking thing I can possibly do. Um, you know, you can't handle that. You can't handle somebody telling you you're wrong. Um, and for years and years and years, I took it and took it and took it and took it and took it, and I finally had enough. But anyways, that being said, um, I just want to get the cheating thing out of the way. You're entitled. Not so much that you're entitled, Kristen. You will. believe that you want to believe. Let's put it that way. Your mental makeup forces you to believe things that I'm not sure, things that are not accurate. But I'm going to tell you flat out, I have never cheated. So uh, you can take that for word for it. I never would. I made a vow to you, obviously our marriage papers meant nothing to you because I don't think you honored a single vow in there. You've broken every one. But you were the girl, the woman that I made the choice to spend the rest of my life with, and to me that meant something. Obviously, you did this shit. But you have these fucking idiot friends. Diane is the funniest one. For her to be telling you this shit, when she's the one that fucked you, when she's the one that fucked me, I don't even know, to be honest with you, it actually did happen or not. But I do know that according to her, it did. All I got was when she ever felt this and blah, 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 so on and so forth. But I don't know. I mean, I'm sure, I don't know if you actually asked her or what. You talk about a liar. Holy fuck. You call me a liar and then you keep the faith in this fucking thing? Are you serious? She's the biggest fucking whack job we know. She's a mental fucking mess. But yet you're gonna put your faith in her over me? It's crazy. You're absolutely crazy. So you can run with the Becky thing all you want. I would tell you this, I know that Becky wanted me and Becky would try to make advances and sort of all that sort of thing. You know? And I like Becky as a friend, and I like her. That's the long and short of it. She was after me for a while. I didn't act upon it. So, you can make it out what you want. And again, I'm going to revert back to the things I've been telling you forever. I lie about money shit. I don't lie about my feelings for you or anything like that, Chris. So, but for you to put your faith in Diane, I mean, so let's back up here. We've got the lack of apologies. Giving you, and again, this is just the iceberg. Just the shit that I'm giving you. Should tell anybody that you've got problems. And these problems cause you to make bad decisions. They cause you to believe things that don't exist. They cause you to believe, manipulate, not other people, they cause you to manipulate yourself. And if you think that hasn't happened, again, maybe use the word, you're crazy. Because you have. You manipulated yourself to no end. And that manipulation has caused horror and trauma and tragedy to our kids, to our family, to you, me. I know that doesn't mean you, but you just don't know. You don't understand the shit that you've done. You really, really don't have any clue whatsoever. But and it's so easy. I mean, that's the nice thing for you is it's easy to just turn the other cheek and just keep on chatting. And that's exactly what you do. It's amazing. I mean, look at your little separation thing that, again, Alex and Shane had no say in. This is all you. Every decision in life is you. You make our decisions for us. It's all you. It's all you. And it doesn't get too much. You don't get too much if anybody else thinks it's all you. But that little separation thing. Who in the right mind after 26 years can just flip a switch? I mean, that's all you did, flip a switch. You just like, now I don't. Fuck it. I think one time in 26 years, you said to me, and this was not long ago, you said to me that I'm the only person you ever cared about. Well, I do believe that, but I also believe you don't know how to care about something. that's blatantly obvious, was blatantly obvious, because you have you're preoccupied with other things. So, you know, and I would never say you don't care about a kid or anything such shit about being a bad mother, but you are a bad mother, because of the circumstances. Which at this point you have no control over because you want to acknowledge it and you won't even take the time to think about it, the possibility that it exists. You know, and all this stuff is adding up. You put it all together, Chris. You can't deny so much of it. And you'll try and try and try and laugh it off and blah blah blah. And then you turn the other cheek. That's what you do. It's one ear and out the other. So you don't allow yourself an opportunity to think about it. But again, like I said, you flip the switch. I gave a shit about it, now I don't. So for me, that's hard because it's cold. It's so, it's disturbing. It's what it is. As far as I'm concerned, I'm still, as I speak right now, I'm still devastated. You don't understand how much I miss you, how much you mean to me. And there's no way I can do that. You've done horrible, horrible things, and that's not enough to make me do the shit you've done to me. You're so fucking individual, so individual. You just, I mean, you've instilled so much forward in me and our kids. It's absolutely disgusting. It's absolutely horrendous. And, you know, you bitch about me and Alex and the shit that you talk about. We talk realistically. Again, you manipulate the head and believe that he doesn't think you're a black child. He thinks you're a black child. Shame is a reason he doesn't want to come with you every day. No, I don't want to. Why do I have to go in? There's a reason for that, Chris. You're actually calling me right now. So, but yeah, there's, you know, with Alex, Alex is miserable. He hates his life. He absolutely hates his life. That last night, that last week, that last month, that 6 months. And what did you do? You turned, this is another example of how you manipulate things. The one day that we took the walk around, we were doing pot. Alex hates his life. This is what you created because there's no schedule. There's no schedule. He doesn't. You think he really gives two fucks about a schedule? This is how you manipulate the brain. I mean, it couldn't possibly be that he thinks you need help, thinks you're real problems because he does. You bet his life on it, I bet Shane's life on it, I bet your life on it. I know that he does. He's afraid of you too, just like I was afraid of you. That's why when we did the Skype thing, he wouldn't. We talked about it before, and I said, Alex, I'm going to put you on the spot. You got to say what you believe. You got to say what you honestly believe. He said, okay. And then I said to him, do you think your mother has mental problems? What was his answer? I don't know. He was afraid to answer. And according to him, he said, I don't know whether I did or not. But, so you have, again, 3 people in your life that care about you more than anybody else does. Myself, Alex, and Shane. Fighting to fix you, fighting to make you understand what the hell you're doing wrong. But none of us fucking matter. You manipulate my thoughts, you manipulate his thoughts, and most importantly, you manipulate your own thoughts to make everything something that it isn't. I mean, you've created a whole, like, I don't want to use the word fairy tale because it's not anywhere near fucking fairy tale, but I mean, you create everything to work to your advantage. Is what you do. And I hate to see, with Shane, I keep Shane out of it, and you seem to want to believe that I try to turn him against you, but I never have. I don't say anything. So, um, I've told you this before. You've already completely fucked up Alex. We don't need two of them fucked up. I mean, Alex is damaged for life, Chris, and that's not. If you honestly are going to sit there and think he's damaged for life because of. Hold on. But if you can honestly sit there, and this is what you do, I know this is what you do, and say to yourself that he's damaged for life because he had to move with your terms. That's the way you look at things. That's how you created the situation. You think this is the worst thing in the world. It's horrible. Please don't get me wrong. I told you already that I'm not trying to cover my ass or make excuses for anything I did wrong. I did wrong there. But if you honestly believe that has affected him, you're crazy. I've talked to 3 shrinks and asked them all the same thing. No, it doesn't. The one explained it that puts a happy or a sadness in his life, but mentally they get over that very quickly. The biggest thing they need, kids, is a family to surround them. You took that away. That's the devastating part. That's what has hurt them. Hurt them both. That's what will affect them. And that's unacceptable. So we're going to say that based on just the few things that I've told you about yourself, which you cannot deny. Okay, it gets so much deeper than that. So much deeper. I mean, it's not only, Chris, you created an enormous facade about me in regards to me, because I am still to this day I am your biggest. I'm still exactly what I always have been. But you created a facade of yourself. I mean, you look at yourself in completely a different light than what you actually are. And this is psychology, and I said this on the Skype thing. I am very smart, whether you want to admit that or not. I taught myself to play the guitar. On my website, I completely run that by myself. I taught myself how to write HTML code. I taught myself CSS, JavaScript, all that stuff. Did it on my own. But for some reason, you can't seem to believe that you don't know how much psychology shit I've read. Because I knew a long time ago. This is before BirthDayPart2. I knew there's something seriously wrong with it. And so I've been reading this shit for a long, long time. And I look at the narcissism list, the characteristics, right? And typically different publications have different characteristics. But usually there's about 10 to 12 characteristics. And when I see like 9 of 10 or 9 of 12, 8 of 10, somewhere in that area, there's a big flashing light there. The one part of narcissism that you do not attain or not attain, retain, is a lot of them think they're beautiful, they're obsessed with their looks and that sort of thing. Well, you're not really, but there's examples of that. There's hints of it. I can remember when you were in college, and we were going downstairs or something like that to get something. You couldn't go downstairs in sweatpants. You had to go down. You had to change your clothes to go downstairs for like a vending machine or something like that. That's number one. And number two, another thing I thought about. I don't think you're obsessed with your looks or anything like that. You're obsessed with your image. Two different things. And the other thing is the nose job. That's a prime example of you being concerned about your image. I thought you were beautiful before that. I didn't care. I didn't give two shits. But that didn't matter. You had to look for the society. The man that loves you didn't matter. I thought you were beautiful before that, I wouldn't have been with you. So, I mean, those are small examples, but on the whole scheme of things, that's the least of your issues, I would say. Um, so, it's not a perfect fit, but it's, you have the vast majority of the characteristics. There's certainly some credibility there. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Let's put it that way. So, but it explains everything. It explains how you've treated me. It explains your actions. It explains your lack of compassion. It explains your lack of remorse, your lack of regret, your lack of feeling, your coldness, your heartlessness. It's all part of it. I mean, it's a spitting image of you, Chris. You've never had any of that stuff. You never went out on a limb for me. You never went out on a limb for our kids. What you do for yourself. You have no problem with that. But as I was saying, I'm never going to say you treat or you don't care about our kids, because I know you love our kids very much. You just don't know how to deal with it. You don't know how. You should have went, to the ends of the earth. I mean, I don't believe that you ever truly loved me, because I don't think you really know how to love somebody or know what love is. I honestly believe that. I do believe you cared about me, and I believe you still do care about me. Um, I have Alex telling me that, I have Dad telling me that, and I believe that as well. So there's a lot of credibility there. You won't admit that to yourself because you need me to be there, and that's the truth. Um, but how was I with that? I don't know what I'm saying. Shit, what am I saying? Gotta back this up. Exactly.